sir. How are you
Good
doing?
afternoon. Me have the time today. Me I get 10 minutes. What go on?
No, I know. I just called to congratulate you as usual.
Okay.
There's too much to say. But the fact is that that prime minister of yours there, he's definitely taking some Mali. He's taking some cocaine. He's taking some
Wait a minute.
fentanyl.
Wait
He's
a
taking.
minute.
Subscribe to the
It's a
channel.
combination of every type of drugs.
What
He's
you
on the
saying?
have the highest. Yeah,
Wow.
because let me tell you something. Just one simple stuff. I heard the guy said that he spent 70% of the budget paying back debt and have 30% to run the country. No, that is naive and stupid.
You're right.
Go ahead. Yeah, you can use 70% of your budget just to pay back debt, and then your people is not important. Because I think
Wow.
70% was to for your people and 30% pay back debt.
I
If
don't.
if you're gonna use so much.
You know.
You should use 10%. And then the whole end, I'm gonna cut. I'm not gonna stay long because this
No
is gonna
man.
make you
Well,
get
you just
upset.
says a point a while ago, man. Me have to banter together with this one.
Yeah,
So hold on. So you tell me say
yeah.
the man because I don't listen to the entire speech. I'm not going to tell you any lies. I listen to 1 hour of blaming the other side. You
You could
understand?
not
And
listen
I
to him.
couldn't take anymore because the man got 1970. But 70% of the budget was used to
Yes,
pay the debt.
yes. You know what? Let me conclude that for you. He said, guess what? Why you think that I could not fix the road? Why you think the road deteriorate? Why you think the hospital deteriorate? Why you think everything deteriorate? Because I have to use 70% of the budget to pay back our debt. So only 30% leaves. So how do you expect me to fix the road? How do you expect me to fix the hospital? And people sit down in parliament and listen to him.
And
And
they
that was in the beginning of his speech.
and they were beating the decks.
Sir,
But
let me
listen,
tell you
hold
something.
on, wait.
But
So
yeah, uh-huh.
you mash up my brain cells with this one here. So oh you if you say you have to. You don't have to do anything. That means say you are have a limited brain capacity. You don't know
So
any
isn't
other
it
way to pay the debt and balance growing the economy and
so let me
maintain the
ask you,
road at the same time.
isn't
This
that
man
clear?
out the
Isn't that clear for
ideas.
isn't that clear for the nine ear? Huh? So you're telling
Well,
me
hold on. What he has just done
uh
then, in essence,
uh,
general, is admit to the entire Jamaica that he really doesn't know what he's doing.
he did. He said, listen, I know 80% Jamaica is upset over me because of what I've done. He said it. He said 80% of Jamaica is not with me. So let me explain to them what happened. I have to use 70% of the budget to fund what the PNP have done, and only 30% I had. Could that do nothing for the people? And I said, oh, there you go. So all the horses die because you're growing grass. So who's gonna eat the grass now? So that's why he's on something. He's high. This man is not. This man should never be a prime minister. He don't have the capacity to be a prime minister. Let me tell you why. This man go to university to be an opposition. So how is it that they give him a leadership position? All this man life he's been opposing. So he perfect opposing. So when you put him to prime minister, you're actually sending him to hell. And to make matter even worse, right? I listen. So this man is crazy, man. This man 100% crazy. I don't think we should even waste time on the budget or
Oh
talking anything
no,
about that budget.
I refuse to. I absolutely
Yeah,
refuse to. What I'm
he,
doing
he's
is
not.
I
He's
am going to
naive.
go to Andre Stevens' program that he
And
did
let me tell you one thing again.
because
I
Ralston,
realized
when
through this
name
whole thing.
Raymond Price did an excellent job debunking all
Yeah.
that
So
foolishness.
so one more time before I go. 'Cause I'm gonna go now and let you enjoy it. I'll let you listen to your program. The man, right? So after reading through his statutory declaration that the IC did, and with what happened to SSL and everything, right? I come to a conclusion that and all the other discovery with Moby, the transport sector Moby, plus all these member of parliament who have been accused now of not using fund the right way. Then I look and I say, okay, now I understand why is it that they can sit in parliament or they can support him, because this is what happens. Simple. They all are thieves. Now the head thief is the one that have the power. And if you try to say anything about the head thief, he can expose you and put you behind bar and he stay free. So if any one of them say anything about Andrew Holness, he can have an inquiry throw into them and dig up all their foolishness and throw them away. and
Right.
get everybody scared. So because of that, every one of them is caught up in one thieving circle or another. They don't want to be exposed, so they have to cover for that man. Simple. We don't have to I mean, we don't have to say it in big words, just simple
Mm,
analogies. That is
mm.
simple, sir. If he's the prime minister and he know that everybody in his sector is a thief or have stolen something or have misappropriated something, do you think anybody's going to lick out on him and say what he's doing is wrong? No. Because if they do, he have the power to cover his dirt and to expose their niceness
I
and get
mean,
rid of them.
I think Mark Gordon even spoke on that where in a interview where there is some signing that they did
Yes, yes,
of
are you not aware of that?
resignation. Yes,
Yes,
so
he
he
have all
basically
his member
yeah, he
of
have all of
parliament.
them in him hand. He have control of
Yes.
them. So
So that's why I'm saying.
he's been moving like a dictator for quite some time. We just wasn't
Well,
paying
but look at
attention.
this, sir. Let me as you bring that point. Let us discuss that point for one, just for a minute or less.
Man, go ahead, man.
Now,
Go ahead. You have a little bit
if
more
you
time left.
have
You have 4 minutes.
if you if you have your equality, which is the member of parliament that is voting just as how you are elected by people, they are elected, they have equal rights like you, right? And if you can have them sign a predated retirement letter or kick out letter, let's call it that. What among the councillors and the little followers below you? Do they stand a chance?
Not a chance.
Not a chance. So
Not a chance.
that's why all these things that he's doing, all this corruption, cannot, no one can ever utter anything in regards to it. Everybody have to suck it up. This is a crazy country. And if Andrew Holness get one seat in parliament in this election, he got too much. But you know what happened to Jamaica now? With what Trump is doing, it's so timely, and I'm so glad for it. I'm so glad for it. Because it's a perfect time for people to keep their money overseas and let Jamaican people see that your decision you make with your prime minister is of vital importance. You can't support any person and think people from overseas is going to support you. It's not going to happen.
I think the reverse of what happened to Manley is going to now happen to Andrew because
It's going to
the
happen.
people in the diaspora is looking at him not because he's aligning himself so much with other groups, but because of what he's actually doing. And they're saying, wait a minute, I can't come back to this country with all these things that is going on.
Sir,
We need to get
sir,
this man out
right?
first. That's what the
Let me tell you
diaspora
this
is saying.
point blank. Let me tell you this point blank. Do you know I have so much investment in Jamaica? And I was going to do so much, and I have to rethink. At this present moment, I'm only investing overseas, and I cut most of my investment in Jamaica. It's not, if what they have done to Usain Bolt, I am not as famous as Usain Bolt, not as popular. I would be afraid to touch Usain Bolt. And what they have done to him, I see myself as, I mean, I am like nowhere in that category, right? Financially, because I want Jamaica people to think about 1 million US dollars. Think about 1 million US dollars.
Yeah.
So, all who supporting JLP or the government in Jamaica, please stop for a minute. Think about you losing 1 million US dollar
Mighty God.
for no fault of yours, for investing in your country and say that you want to keep your country stability or financial stability at a level. Huh?
Mm-mm-mm.
And they have done that to their own people,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
in high position. But and there's another significant thing that you have to note about the SSL saga. It's a family scheme. They their own friend and family is who scam each other.
Mm.
There's no outsiders.
Wow.
There's no outsiders. It's a circle of people who are acquainted with each other, scam each other.
You know, you're not the first person I hear say that.
It's clear. It's
Yeah,
clear.
man.
That's
You're
the
not the
reason
first
why.
person I've heard say that.
That's the reason. No, I have been doing business for years now. I've been in financial institution for years now. And I predict long before Favour Williams said her speech, from the moment they gave him the post, I told people worldwide, that she is going to be a cholesterol failure. Because let me tell you why. Not that she's not good, sir, but this is what happened. They had to take her 2 years to 3 years prior to Nigel Clark leaving in order for her to at least pick up with her all half of what is going on.
So they set her up
You cannot
basically.
do that.
They set her up for
They
failure.
set her up because
My
there was no
goodness.
plan for Nigel Clark to leave. No plan at
Yes.
all. Nigel Clark suddenly
Yeah.
dropped a leaving bomb. Nobody had no idea that Nigel Clark was leaving.
And, and, and,
Because
and this
I
is
have
why the
business.
comment of the Pro Box came into play.
Yeah,
Mighty
I
God.
have business. And if I have a manager change over, that manager is still gonna be paid, and I have to take a substitute manager for that manager to teach the running of the company, the operation
Oh,
of the company before I can let that manager go.
okay. Yes, I see what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense.
So Nigel Clark had to take Favor Williams for years about even
Mm.
teach about the budget and what idea, because you can't come and see somebody write something and you know where he's coming from. So you have to bring her on the journey of where he's coming from, why he come up with this, or why this amount of money that
Hold
was
on, hold
given
on,
to
hold
that,
on.
or why that program was exist.
One
Yeah,
second, my boss. Me, I go block that person here. This man said the PNP did not pay off the IMF debt. You know, everything else you said, it was okay. Me say yeah cap for the cap of them. But no, me I go block you from the channel. You
listen,
can't
you
just
don't need to
you
block.
cannot
Listen,
no
no, no,
listen, you
no, no,
cannot just
sir.
come out and listen. No, respectfully, I am
Uh-huh.
saying this is how me run my channel. Virgin, do not lie. I
Uh,
don't like liars. I'm not gonna tolerate it.
yes.
I am not
And then
going to tolerate liars in the chat. Give the man him
so
credit.
I'm gonna
PNP,
give another person a chance
PJ,
to call. Yeah.
hold on, don't go ahead. PJ paid off the debt. Stop it, sir. Or mom, whoever you are. Go ahead, my boss.
Yeah, I'm
Land your
gonna go
plane.
because other people wanna call.
Land your
Other people
plane,
wanna
man.
call. But all I'm saying, sir, is keep the good work and spread the good gospel. Because secondly, there's a lot of Jamaican who's not aware of what is going on. They are too busy trying to find their night dinner.
A meal, yes.
They're too
Yes.
busy trying to find where the next meal is coming from. They spend most of their
Mm-hmm.
time trying to find another meal or begging somebody something than pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to what is going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So people like you now, when your thing pop up and they're screaming, they will get an idea of what is going on. That is how
Mm-hmm.
they stay alert.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're doing may look small, but you're doing a big thing. That's
Thank you, my
huge.
general.
Enjoy your day. So have a wonderful day. Take care.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
Respect. Okay. Chop them, chop them. No for no. Big up the general as always, you know what I mean? Always good talking with him. Yeah. I remember people. Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all coming sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man. And share the live stream. Come on now. Stop playing. Support, support, support. The like button is free, heard?